This video and channel is for adult collectors only. Before we get into the video, make sure y'all like, subscribe if you're new. I mean, come on, what are you doing if you're not? Sub to me by now. My content is fire. From shows and reviews, videos, stop motions, tour reviews, toy photography breakdowns, music occasionally. My Instagram and TikTok are all linked down below. And yeah, let's get straight to it. Okay, hello and welcome to the stop motion review of Legacy Evolution Animated Deluxe Class PROWL. Whew, that was a mouthful. So first up, we're going to talk about some positives, some negatives in the robot mode, comparisons, and we'll transform them, do articulation, blah blah blah, and all that good stuff. So let's get right down to it. Right off the bat, I gotta say, this robot mode is a spot-on redesign of his animated look, which by the way is one of my favorite cartoons of all time with Transformers, and they definitely took the criticisms and improved in terms of look with PROWL and also Skyquake. Taking a closer look, I gotta say the gold paint on him is really nice. There's some great paint apps on him, and there's great sculpted detail on him, like nuts and bolts and panel lines similar to what we've been seeing the past few years, and in general with Transformers Generations over the years too. And there's some nice gunmetal accents on the back there on top of his fins, just all over really cool. And the Autobot logo is pretty cool on his chest as well. Gonna take a minute here to commend Hasbro on not doing the circle jerk hands on PROWL. Y'all know I hate that sculpt. They sculpted the thumbs and fingers individually this time, and as you can see, they did sculpt the left hand, I guess you could say, a little bit more open with a 5mm peg, and the left one a bit more closed so he could hold his ninja stars, and that results in, oops, I dropped it on the wrong hand, but yeah, it is a looser fit on the right hand. The weapons do tab into the wheels like the original toy, and also have magnets which honestly aren't the strongest, which is why I'm glad the tab is there too. Taking a better look at the stars, got good sculpt but no gold paint to pick it out, which does suck. And they do unravel via twisting the top and bottom in opposite directions, which is very fiddly, so I just recommend flipping them out manually and you're good to go like that. Gotta commend Hasbro on making the clear plastic light bars a separate piece from the forearms and not making the whole thing clear plastic like they've done in the past. But no wrist swivel and hollow forearms due to transformation does really suck, I'd say. The head sculpt, while being a good mix of animated and G1, does look a bit awkward or weird. I don't know what it is about it to me personally, but I do like the paint, and especially his circular Bayverse Optimus Prime-esque ears being picked out in gold, and it doesn't look bad in side profiles either. I gotta point out the over-reliance of clear plastic on his chest. This is something the original figure from 15 years ago didn't even have a problem. They did clear plastic inserts. This one has hinges everywhere that are clear plastic. Now I haven't had issues yet, but it's still something to be careful of, I'd say. The handlebar kibble is a bit much. I wish it stowed on his back or something, but it's not terrible either. And if you've noticed, I actually moved the gray piece attached to his head up a little bit. If you don't, his head sinks into his chest and gets covered a little by the bike windows, much like the original toy. I didn't like it then, and I don't like it now on this figure. I'll show you again at a side angle to get a better idea this time. Boom. You see that? Much better. Now time for some size comparisons. Let's bring in Optimus and Jazz. Oop, let me raise the camera some. There we go. And this is sick, giving me some major animated and G1 flashbacks at the same time. Woo! And lastly, bringing in Origins Jazz and Siege Starscream. This looks great too. Love that we're getting a Jazz and PROWL, animated PROWL at the same time. Great times, man. Here he is next to the OG Deluxe PROWL. While I will say the articulation on the new one is just slightly better and easier to maneuver, the old one is just superior in every way, especially when we break out the body mold used with Samurai PROWL, which I will in a little bit here. But for example, clear plastic inserts on the chest rather than the whole chest being clear, no handlebar kibble, it cleverly stows away in the chest, mind you, better bike mode, which I'll get into a little more later, The weapons are actually painted gold and work slightly better with the spring-loaded mechanism and it plugging in and stuff like that, even though I'm actually missing one on the original paint. I could actually go on and on about why I prefer the original one. And next to the samurai mold, while he has the armor on, it's very limiting, but when it's off, oh my god. And here he is next to all of them. Seeing this evolution is just so delicious, guys. It's so just relaxing to look at. I do want to make this clear. When I'm comparing these, I'm not trying to say in terms of design accuracy, this one's better or that one's better, because I know it's a different take on the character. I'm just comparing which are better figures. So before y'all start typing, "But dummy, you don't get it. He's not supposed to be compared to the original." People chill. I know. Yes, I know. Articulation time! I just want to point out that's some really good articulation for a deluxe class figure. Probably some of the best we've seen in a while, and probably some of the best ever in Generations line, especially for deluxes. But anyway, he has some weaponized ports on his back, 2 on his arms there, and then 1 on each side of the bottom of his feet. Transformation time! This bike mode, bruh, is easily one of the worst we've seen. I'm not even finna do a 360 of this trash. Exposed robot bits everywhere, not even sleek looking like the original toy. Okay, a side profile is all y'all will get because I'm not wasting my time animating a 360. And there's a top view for all your pleasures. Hey, at least the robot head becoming the speedometer is kinda cool, and again, the weapons storing on the wheels isn't bad either. But the back end doesn't even tab together. Every time I try it, it just pops apart immediately. And for comparisons, I mean, really? It's a deluxe class bike. It's gonna look weird with anything in car mode, but fine. Here's Netflix Bumblebee. Strange. Okay, final thoughts. I think the robot mode is very good, a couple minor nitpicks, but still nice. That clear plastic all over his midsection has got to go though, but the articulation is dope, weapons are kind of fun. It's the bike mode that really weighs him down for me, and I think the transformation is also boring and kind of cliche. And like I showed y'all, it doesn't even hold together well after transforming it, and stuff doesn't even tab together either, like the legs, and it's just terrible. So taking this all into consideration, I'm gonna give him a 5.5 to a 6 out of 10. The bike mode and transformation really weigh down an otherwise solid deluxe. But yeah, that's my stop motion review on Deluxe Class PROWL. Let me know down in the comments below, what do you guys think of this review? What do you guys think of the figure, if you have it, or if you just want to give your thoughts down below. And yeah, that's pretty much all I gotta say in this video. Thank you guys for watching. Bye! Stay tuned on the channel. The next stop motion reviews leading up to the release of Rise of the Beast, there will be a lot of darkness arriving in these videos. Stay tuned, people.